Blessings and highly favored to you all. I pray everybody's doing well. This is the one and only Mr. LP Stephen Sykes of Live and Global Media. Hope everybody's having some fun for the day. Again, apologies for starting a little bit late. We had a little bit of confusion things. I think I initially announced Friday and then I put up today, thinking today is Friday. You know how that goes. So I apologize for the confusion. So just to let you know, we're going to do a little bit of two parts of this, a little bit today, and our guests are going to show up tomorrow. So we're going to make that work. But I wanted to go over a few things, just a little bit of a build up in things for people to understand the dangers and why we need to have a conversation about this. First and foremost, just for those who may not be familiar, Project 2025 is a situation where the Heritage Foundation aims to implement a comprehensive overhaul of the federal government with conservative administration and comes into power. They're looking to take over the House and the Senate, and it imposes a lot of dangerous things. Some of the dangerous things that they're talking about is the various government restructuring and federal workers. Now, this could be a very dangerous thing. If you remember, many of you of our senior members of society were federal employees, and then now you were forced to come out and take a contract job and hopefully maintain some of your benefits and privileges, and some were forced to early retirement and then come back out as a contractor, do a bunch of different things. And I heard a lot of people. This was during the second Bush administration. But in similar fashion, Project 2025 plans to, reorganize in a dangerous way by firing up to like 50,000 federal workers to streamline the budget and replacing them with individuals with conservative ideology, which is not should be the case. What you should be doing is, regardless if you're a conservative, progressive, moderate, whatever level, the purpose of the government is to serve the people, not force your ideology of political beliefs. You're supposed to help people at all costs. And what's happening is that if you're doing all of this that's supposedly loyal and follow to every single word of Donald Trump, that's going to be a problem. And this could very disproportionately hurt the number of people of color, especially black and brown, that are federal employees in their communities, which, a lot of these things you need diversity in these positions so you can have a clear understanding what's affecting the communities, because not every law serves every person. And some of these laws need to be in place to ensure the safety of people of color. Another thing is that they plan on reducing. I think they changed it, but some people's versions of it is like they want to get rid of everybody regarding the Department of Education and supposedly leave it to states' rights. And every time you say states' rights, that's just harbors back to what slavery was back then, and where they try to say it's up to each individual state. They plan on whitewashing black and brown history, indigenous history, Asian history, and diminish all these different things. And they want to get rid of a lot of the funding that's been given to a lot of impoverished schools, and many of them are the black and Latino communities. They obviously there's a what Biden has going on regarding student loan forgiveness, and you also have some forgiveness for um, unfortunately those who are life-threatening diseases or health issues, and also income-based repayments programs. They are looking to get rid of that as well, and this could hurt and trap many people because many people, including people of color, went to college sometimes fully on loans and now are paying that back, and they're exasperated already when we had to go back to the loan programs. Now, with taking away these income-based repayment programs and other resources that's been made for others, you can really hurt people. Another situation that is going on is the civil rights and law enforcement. Now, we already know we already have a bad overall relationship with our police force and a lack of trust. And we need to do certain things to improve that situation. With the expansive and extensive changes within the Department of Justice, they plan on adding more rights to the FBI and CIA and all these other groups to hurt people overseas and here in the in the U.S. The FBI is not designed to handle local individual situations on a daily day basis like you would do with your local police force. And keep in mind, we have like over 70, 80 different police jurisdictions types here in the U.S., most of any country, developed country in the world. So that's something to be very careful of. And that could also imply more dangerous actions and actions, and thoughts towards people of color. You also have to look at the disenfranchisement for Black and Brown and other marginalized communities by reshaping a government that's very conservative and very much more towards what they try to say the white agenda, which is literally in the document. These policies can really hurt and marginalize groups and things. So what do you think about it? If you have any thoughts and so forth, please put in the comments. And first and foremost, I thank you all for joining in. Again, I wanted to just give you a few minutes of a build-up about the situation, because what we're going to have to do is revisit this tomorrow at 7 p.m. because I jumped the gun. I was supposed to be Friday. Somehow I got it today, and I got my days mixed up. So that was, more issues and things like that. So we're going to also revisit again tomorrow around 7 p.m. So please look at. Also, with the other situations, they plan on reducing any gun laws and also allowing more people to have guns. I know some states have the boyfriend law, the girlfriend law, all these other different things. They plan on doing a lot more. They also, a lot of Black prosecutors, they want to remove many of them throughout the country because they feel that Black prosecutors are not charging people, and especially people within the Black and Brown and other marginalized communities. They feel like they're not doing that. So that is not right. What do you think about that? Do you feel that the police in your jurisdiction are doing the right thing? What are some things that you feel that they could be doing better? There's a lot of different things that you could be doing. I'm sorry, a bug in my eye, but there's a lot of different things that you could be doing to maybe assist. Are there things that you could be doing to let them know what's going on? Have you, those who are not doing anything, did you look to maybe possibly join the police force or ask to be a part of are there groups within your communities that are providing oversight to the local police force or the state or your county or your sheriff departments? Is there any oversight committees that you could join in, and also will they allow you? And is your voice being heard? If not, have you taken it to your local government, your senator, governor, all these different things? Another thing that's going on is the cuts to affordable housing programs that could be very dangerous. We already have a housing crisis, and right now with inflation being so very high, overtly high, is crazy. We understand, let's say in the 60s, 70s, 80s, there's always been inflation. And if you worked a little bit more or maybe had two incomes, and be honest, many people made it off of one income to make some things work. But now you have to, I posted a chart a few days ago that showed what you need to have as an individual to truly make it as the cost of living in society. And obviously the fight for 15 is here, but everything else went up, and it did not have to. It's just corporate greed, and you don't need to charge the prices that they are doing. And Project 2025 is pushing for these things. These situations where they've talked about how theft in these stores, Walmart and what have you, the theft numbers are no higher than what they've always been. Unfortunately, I wish there's no theft at all. But there's two things. When you are hurting the community, you're willing to burn the community. Community has no problem, unfortunately, sometimes burning. Some members of the community have no problem burning others, and it should not be that way. But second, they're truly on these calls and Business calls, you could hear them laughing that we buy this lie. And what you see, those who mean you harm, regardless of political party, they're very good at spinning things where they allow me to hate you as my neighbor. And especially if you are a person of a different color or race, and especially white, to say you're getting more than me, I'm hurting you, whatever the spin may be for the moment, in order to focus the attention on that, while all the while they have hands on both our pockets. And this mess about jobs, all these other different things, we're not, nobody's hurting anybody or taking anybody's jobs or anything. If anything, people are trying to work together right now. Uh, People, and it's very hard for men. You're not able to earn as much and to be able to pay for these rent prices, much less take care of your family. So many are working two, if not three jobs, while they're, and if not the mother or their wives, mother of their children or their wives or girlfriends are working as well. It's hurting children. You could take care of family of two or three in a nice house and whatever on $35,000, $40,000, years ago, but not anymore. These things have to stop. The last couple of things I'm going to go over: labor rights. They want to get rid of the unions, which many of them service to protect the rights of your income, women, diversity, ensuring contracts for marginalized groups and small businesses. Immigration, we've been fighting with that forever and a day. That needs to be just one policy. I'm sorry, several policies that are centrally focused, and keep it simple, not tearing up the cost by charging many immigrants all this money to try to come in, and then one dot, one T, and it starts all over the process again and repay. That has to stop. And the, it all could be really solved if we work together, but many people don't want to. Many people are focusing on the wrong thing. Affirmative action has already been pulled in some various areas, and is now they're looking to get rid of it altogether. Those things, business support, especially the various things with SCORE, minority business support groups, and laws. They want to not just reduce, eliminate them. And somehow they convince people to feel that by giving that to us, that they're having less. And that's not the case. But those are just a few things that I wanted to go over with everybody to discuss about Project 2025. Tomorrow, we're going to go further into it, and we will have more guests. Now, I need a favor from you, a couple of favors, if you do not mind. Any of your thoughts to this, please put it in the comments below here on YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you may see. We will get to them. I'm going to take some time out to make sure we read through them and answer any questions that you may have. And also, please look out on our social pages, so then that way you could join in the conversation later on as well. In addition, we always could use your support. These things, I know a lot of people always ask, hey, where are you at? What have you? Why we're not doing the shows as much? But things take some time. So if you have no problem, we're very grateful for your donations. We're very available on Cash App, $IMRLP. Same thing for Venmo. I'm sorry, the @ sign, $ for Cash App, and the @ symbol for Venmo. We also have PayPal. We also have Zelle. So any of these actions that can work well for you, I greatly appreciate it. If you have the time, any amount is grateful. We just appreciate it. By donating, we're allowing us to do more. A portion of our proceeds are going to different charity organizations. We do work with crisis groups, mental health, domestic violence, and just helping out people in the community overall. In addition, it allows us to pay, various bills and things, and maybe we can get back to doing this more once or twice a week like we used to. So those are just the things right there, just to support, and I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please also email us, in Live and Global Media. Our email is enlivengm@gmail.com. Again, that's enlivengm@gmail.com. And those, last but not least, for those who are shopping and doing more and need some help for your community or what have you, I have a Amazon discount code. Hey, so tiny.cc/MRLP Amazon. You can go there and you can get up to like maybe 30 to 40% off, sometimes 10% off. You'll see the green check, sometimes coupons. But if you use that link, helps me, helps you. Again, some of the proceeds go to charities. Also, in addition, we go out to do more in the community, and we try to have some fun. So I greatly appreciate it. I thank y'all so very kindly. May you have a great and blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.